Three things are certain in life: death, taxes, and Arjen Robben cutting inside, lacing a left foot curler into the top corner. You've heard the news. Arjen Robben is making a fairy tale comeback for the 2021 season with his boyhood club, FC Groningen. Coming out of retirement, he's lacing up the boots one last time. He's done a classic 2012 Paul Scholes move. Well played, sir. After doing some digging, the Dutch outfitter remembered for having talents like Virgil van Dijk, Luis Suarez, Dusan Tadic, and Daley Blind on their roster once upon a time. I'm sure if you're Dutch, you cherish him. If you're Mexican or a Borussia Dortmund fan, you've probably had way too many nightmares about him. Today, we've imported Arjen Robben into FIFA 20. EA pulled the plug on the veteran in FIFA 19 after his retirement, so we've had to work a bit of magic, pull a few strings to get him into the game, face scan and all. Can he solidify his legacy in the Eredevise where his career started back in the day? That's what we're going to have to find out in this Arjen Robben return to football career simulation. He's out of retirement and he's back to cause some havoc. Our main objective in this career simulation challenge, he has to lead the club to glory with at least one piece of silverware before he retires again, do the Dutch golden generation proud, and prove to the footballing world that he's still got it. He's making his return in FIFA 20, but with the magic of PC mods, we don't have to wait any longer. This is the kind of team we're dealing with. Groningen, they're a decent Dutch side, nothing too special. However, they have breeded some excellent talents over the years, so you've got to give them that. They might have a few hidden gems in the rough here, but it's all about Arjen Robben and his return. This is how the side just transforms with his addition into the squad. Now 35 years of age, he might only have 1 or 2 seasons left in him. We've tried to replicate his stats from FIFA 19. What I've done here is I've tried to replicate his exact stats, like his work rates, his weak foot skill moves, his actual preferred foot positions as well. And we just had a little play around with his actual attributes. Obviously, he's 5'10", can play at right wing and right mid. He's just a specialist on the right hand side with that iconic left foot. 2-star weak foot. His right foot doesn't really exist. 4-star skill moves though, with a high-low work rate. That's how he's lining up in the team. That's how the formation is rocking. And here's a bit more of an in-detailed look at the man. There we go. That's his face scan. He's looking fresh, lacing up those Adidas boots once more. We've imported his FIFA 19 face into FIFA 20. The reason why he's 88 is because, well, I went back to see his former FIFA cards, and the highest rating Arjen Robben ever had was a 90 back in FIFA 15. So I kind of wanted to make him, in his prime. It's been lockdown. He's had a year off. He's been practicing. He's been gaining some new skills on the training ground. So we've given him a juicy, nice little ratings boost just to see how he'd impact here in the Eredevise on his return. He still managed to recap that scintillating pace, 91 acceleration, 88 agility, 90 sprint speed, 85 stamina for a 35-year-old. Isn't too shabby at all. 75 strength, 85 attack positioning, and 80 composure. Moving on to his technical department, and this is where things start to heat up with 96 curve, 95 dribbling, 92 finishing. We've even had a little fun with the Dutchman. He's got 99 shot power, man. This guy is going to be an absolute weapon, but how fast is he going to deteriorate? That is the main question. How well will he perform in this Groningen side? Can he carry them to glory, or will he just be a flop and retire within the first season? I've had a little fun as well and gifted him with some traits. So he's got the leadership trait, the finesse shot trait, of course, long shot taker, speed, and technical dribbler, all in his arsenal. By the time he gets added into FIFA 21, he will be 36. However, we have made him as a 35-year-old because it is the start of this current season, valued at £23.5 million on the transfer market, and we've got him on a nice 6-year deal. So hopefully he doesn't do a sneaky on us and retire within that period. I did outline the intentions of silverware for this FC Groningen side. Upon Robben's return, we've been gifted with £121 million in the bank to spend in the summer transfer window to upgrade this squad, curate a surrounding cast around the veteran that is going to make this team and take it to the next level. We're sitting on a gold mine ready to go. It's a mini rebuild / career simulation for Arjen Robben, his boyhood club. Let's take him to the top. I want to hear from you guys down in the comments below. How do you think Arjen Robben will perform upon his return to football? And in the Eredevise, what's his rating going to be for FIFA 21? Hopefully EA don't disrespect him and just completely downgrade him, but I think he should still maintain a rating within the low 80s. Let me know how you guys feel down below. If you're going to enjoy, you know the deal. Smash like, hit subscribe, and turn on those notifications as we're on the road to 100,000 subscribers before the end of the year. First player that needed to be snapped up to revolutionize this squad. He's a career mode tyrant, a fan favorite, Mohamed Kudus. He can also play at centre forward, centre mid. He's just such a diverse midfield presence. £6 million, cheap as chips. He's going to be joining Arjen Robben's Groningen. And of course, you know it had to be done. Robben's getting that captain's armband every single day of the week. Yes, signing firepower upon firepower. Miram Bawaru has been making statements this season, and for £13 million, we pick up one of the hottest prospects in the Netherlands right now. 18-year-old arrives from AZ Alkmaar, fellow Eredevise competition. Imagine being an up-and-coming wonder kid learning from one of the best, Arjen Robben. It's going to be a movement. It's going to be a whole damn experience. Miram Bawaru, welcome to FC Groningen. There's no shadow of a doubt I'm probably pronouncing Groningen wrong. Crucify me in the comments, man. I literally struggle with everything that isn't Italian, and it is very concerning. This is what I like to call the Serie A triple threat transfer swoop. I know that's a mouthful, but you understand once we get through this. Justin Kluivert, the son of Patrick Kluivert, we managed to pick him up for £11.5 million. More exciting Dutch talent joining the team. We're going to be one of the most exciting teams in Europe at this rate. In combination with the veteran and the experience, this is going to be a fascinating side to watch, as we also do pick up Marash Kumbula, the Albanian centre-back, who I believe is headed to Lazio in real life. We've paid Hellas Verona £8.7 million, and it's our most expensive signing to date, Nicolas Dominguez, one of my favourite players in career mode this year. The Argentine engine, I like to call him. He's joining us here in the Eredevise. The Eredevise, man, I'm just second-guessing everything right now. Scrap that, we've broken the transfer record again. It's Dominik Livakovic. We need a solid pair of hands in between the sticks if we want any chances of this simulation going well. For £23.1 million, the Croatian arrives, one of the oldest players we've signed at 24. He's been capturing the attention of many top European clubs around the world. All eyes are on Adam Halozek right now. He's tearing it up for Sparta Praha. He's one of the most exciting Czech talents in recent memory, 16 years of age. We all know Robben can, pick up a few injuries from time to time, so Halozek will be primed and ready to take the spot. He's capable if need be, and we've also gone ahead and picked up the right winger / left winger, Pedro de la Vega, two FIFA 20 career mode talents that have burst onto the scene this year. Here is our final little piece of transfer business for the window, probably for the video as well. It's our defensive coup with Leonidas Sturgiu, the Swiss centre-back. He's also impressed this season, and it's a bargain for £1 million. I mean, he's just a cheap value for money player, and we're really making up for that veteran in Robben with this young defensive core as we seal the deal for Bukayo Saka. We're planning to play him at that left-back spot. I want him to become like the English Alphonso Davies. That's how the team is shaping up and forming around Arjen Robben. The captain is in the mix, also with an abundance of young talent that he could also train and tutor along in training week after week. It's been a busy summer. It's been a busy window for the Dutch outfit, and we are ready to take on the world. What is he going to get up to here at a new, revitalized, a brand new era for the club? A new decade, a new year, and anything is possible. Season 1 is done and dusted as Groningen, Robben and Co. finish runners-up of the Eredevise, coming second only to Ajax. An invincible season for the champions. Meanwhile, I think we secured Champions League qualification in terms of the playoffs for the group stage. Finishing above AZ and PSV, that is a sublime season if I do say so myself. There's only one domestic competition, and it is the KNVB Cup, and we'll take a look at that. We lost in the final 2-1 to Ajax, man. I have a feeling they're going to be our main rivals throughout this simulation. In the semis, we beat Willem 2, and also we beat PSV 2-1 in the quarterfinals, so we are making statements. Now, 36-year-old Arjen Robben has decreased 1 overall this season. That is surprising considering his age. He's a great veteran, according to FIFA 20. He's in excellent form. He's happy at the club. His morale's through the roof. The legend displaying that form is temporary. Class is permanent. 42 appearances with 24 goals and 10 assists in all competitions. 34 goal contributions. That is some stunning output. Yes, I know it's not a top European league, but still, coming out of retirement, 1 year off, he's been on holiday, he's been in lockdown, and the Dutchman still managed to do bits. Definitely the MVP. I mean, he's had help from wonder kids here and there. Justin Kluivert and Miram Bawaru right behind him, alongside Nicolas Dominguez, some of our top performers, but it's Robben stealing the show. Our captain, club legend, and yeah, the stats are starting to decrease. The physicals are always the first ones to be hit, and they get hit so hard. Brutal viewing, acceleration, agility, balance. The last rating he had in FIFA was an 83, where EA just completely nerfed him just because he was, you know, bordering retirement. It's just mad that FIFA has made a whole generation of football fans think that you're finished by the age of 30. It's just a shame. That's how the game works, and you can already see the technical department already decreasing. I guess those traits have helped him out throughout his return to professional football, even though his valuation now currently stands at £20 million. I'd say that's a success, a majestical return for a club legend, a Dutch hero, and Arjen Robben. He's still got one more year left in the tank. He's not retiring on us early doors. I still have full faith that we can get some silverware under our belt within the next few years before Robben hangs up the boots for a second time. Season 2, let's have it. I know I said the transfers will be done in Season 1 summer market, but this is the only time we're going to opt for an upgrade in the middle of the park. Dominguez is missing a CDM partner, and we've splashed the cash on Sandro Tonali, one of the best young talents in the game, and at 80 rated, he slots straight into that midfield. Yet again, he's ready for the cause. He's ready to take this Dutch club to new heights. It's a lovely sight seeing the next generation and the old generation combine. It's the return of a club legend that has got this team dreaming of Europe, and in the qualifying rounds of the Champions League, we knocked out Young Boys 5-1. You can say a mixture of the veterans and the young wonder kids taught the Young Boys a lesson, and right here in the playoff round, this is for the chance to qualify for the Champions League group stage, and Groningen knock out Monaco 4-4 on away goals. What an achievement, as Ajax also make it into the Champions League. The Dutch clubs are thriving, and Arjen Robben is going to have one last chance at a European trophy. I don't think he's got much left in the tank, but he's going to take on the likes of Juventus, Atletico Madrid, and Shakhtar Donetsk in Group C. Not the easiest of groups we've been drawn into, but Robben, he's been proven to take on the best, to beat the best. The question is, can we compete on multiple fronts with a 36-year-old Arjen Robben decreased now to an 86 overall? It's sad to see that this season has barely kicked off, and he's already gone down a -2, turning 37 this year. His attributes might be looking far worse come the end of the season. He's going to give it everything he's got to make this a grandstand finale, but it still says on his contract he's got 4 years left, so he could be playing up till he's 40. We have simulated down to the pointy end, the business end of this second campaign. We're still in the running for an Eredevise title. Ajax 4 points ahead. We've got to close that gap with a few games remaining, and we have landed at the cup final, the KMVB Cup. It's a replay of last season. Can we get revenge on Ajax? That'll be interesting. This time, I do want to simulate it. I do want to watch it out as we mark our progress towards the end of Season 2. Only 6 points in the Champions League group. We got eliminated and sent to the Europa League, a round of 32. We took out Slavia Praha. We still have a run in. We still have a chance of silverware. 3 competitions are available as we beat Monaco, the team we had to win to get into the Champions League in the first place. It is double misery for the French as we take them out 3-2 in aggregate. In the quarterfinals, we demolished Galatasaray, the Turkish outfit, saw a 6-1 humiliation on aggregate, and in the semi-finals, we're up against Lyon. The treble would be a best case scenario, but one piece of silverware will do, and the worst case scenario, we just bottle them all, and we lose every competition, and the first piece of silverware at hand. The first we have to battle for today. It is Ziyech versus Robben. It is the top 2 rivalry in the Eredevise right now. Let's simulate this one and see how we go in the final. Can we do the job? And it's 2-0 as Robben played the whole 90 minutes. It's Saka and Buwaru, the 2 talents, the signings we brought in Season 1, getting the job done as our captain, the veteran, leading in the squadron to victory. Groningen win a trophy, and we're not done there. Dutch Cup champions, you love to see it. I've never actually seen that trophy in my life, but it looks brilliant. It looks class, and it's a fitting trophy for Robben to win. In one of his final campaigns, in one of his final seasons, it's a fairy tale come true. He's living out the dream, but there is still business to be done. We have unfinished business. Season 2's come to a close, and as always, we've got some bad news. We've got some good news. I'm just going to stick to the bad news first, and we couldn't catch up on that 4-point gap on Ajax. It was just too much. We weren't versing them again. Yet again, gone invincible, unbeatable with 94 points. We made it up to 90 this season, finishing runners up again as Ajax take home that crown with no games left to face them. Yeah, it was a incredible task we had in front of us, but the Europa League, this is where we can have one last hurrah with Arjen Robben himself. We've made it up against one of his former clubs in Chelsea. We know their history in this competition. edition back in 2012, but it's also one of Robben's former clubs, which just makes the storyline that much more beautiful. The plot thickens as we took out Lyon 3-2 on aggregate. Despite losing 4 overall, he's now turned 37. The club captain is in excellent form. He's still a crucial member, and he is still the highest rated player in this squad, and he's borderline reaching his FIFA 19 rating at that 83. I want to see how Robben feels in game. I want to play out this Europa League final and see what happens in potentially his last game of his career. In terms of performance stats this year, how is he? He's gotten better. He's improved from the first season he's returned. So 2 seasons under his belt. He's aged like a fine wine, like Ibra, with 56 appearances, 47 goals, and 14 assists, with the addition of Champions League football, also Europa League football. He's then borderline approaching 40 at this rate, and he's outclassed literally the whole team. 61 goal contributions in 56 appearances. Those are like Messi, Ronaldo type stats to admire. As we dig deep and further realize that his attributes are just, they're decreasing rapidly. If we don't use him now, by the end of season 3, he's going to be in his 70s. And every stat besides defensive awareness and stand tackling getting that downgrade. Taking a look at his value, £11.5 million. Hey, there we go. Robben wins the golden boot. He's tearing the league apart, and he is making his mark, making his presence known. That's going to be our starting 11 headed into the match, and it's an interesting one between Robben and Chelsea. He ultimately left them after 3 years, moving over to Real Madrid to become a Galactico, but he won a bit of silverware there. He also managed to score 15 goals in 67 appearances for the Blues. The question is, could he return tonight to haunt the London club and win a cheeky double in the last season of his career? It's a perfect opponent. What a storyline, and the game is being held in London. Oh my god, we're at the Emirates Stadium, and is there one final chapter to be written in the Arjen Robben story? He's taken on so many. He's led so many teams to glory, with most of his success at Bayern Munich, but can he get that trophy for his boyhood club, which would mean the world to him, I can imagine. Very much a David vs. Goliath story, as Robben and co have the chance to write their names in Dutch and European folklore. And look who it is to kick off. Let's get this one underway. A European final. One last piece of silverware for Robben to collect. He's obviously wearing that iconic number 11. How could we not? He can send Arjen Robben through here. He's still got something left in the tank to show for. You could say it's his last dance as he returns to the Emirates Stadium. A little ball roll and the left foot finesse shot. That would have been picturesque and vintage. Arjen Robben cutting in from the left-hand side. Robben's making the run around, the overlap, and it's a delivery inside, a headed situation straight back to him again, and it's a carbon copy for Kumbulla. Kudus now offloads to the ever-rapid Arjen Robben. He might be 37, but he hasn't lost a drop of pace as he had 4 defenders in front of him. He offloads to Boadu. We recycle possession, and we go again. Robben, always an option on the inside. He now cuts in. Could that delivery be pinpoint? It is! And what a delivery to Justin Kluivert on a silver platter 13 minutes in. And it's the veteran assisting the young Dutch wonder kid Justin Kluivert at the Emirates. On Europa League final night, Robben turns Alexandro inside out, sells him for a hot dog down at the local London markets. And it's Kluivert pulling away into an empty net past Azpilicueta and Kepa. And it's 1-0 to the good to FC Groningen. It's the past and future of Dutch football combining. What a sight to behold. No. Pulisic now for the instant equaliser off the post, and we've gotten away with murder. Now find its way to Kudos. It's Boadu who could have spotted Robben, and it's Robben with the right foot. Half-time, first 45 is over. We need a big half-time team talk from the captain himself if we want any chance of winning this final. Now Robben driving forward. That was not the trick I was after, but it still managed to get the job done. As Dominguez driving down this right-hand side, everyone's queuing up. Is Robben onside? That's the question. Why hasn't he shot yet? What an angle! And it's a scrummage! Is that a goal? It is! That is the scrappiest goal I think I've ever scored in FIFA history. And it's that man himself. I don't know if he can claim that, but Arjen Robben's made a mark against his former employers. I know Chelsea, it's been 15 years, but it still lives long in the memory. Let's take a look at that again. It's going to have goal line technology, VAR, all the lots being used to figure out if this has crossed the line. We're going to have another look at it here. Rudiger, it is just, okay, Robben's right next to it. This is just a mishap and a half. Did it even cross the line? I don't know. It's going to be a Kepa own goal, by the way, so Robben hasn't even scored. Let me know down in the comments below, was that a goal? Yes or no? VAR, goal line technology, we still can't find out the answers, and it's a Rudiger own goal. Okay, now we've gotten the specific details. There's too much to unpack here, as Kepa takes out Robben. It's Rudiger to clear it off the line. After Kepa takes out Robben, should arguably be a penalty. It's Rudiger into his own net. Robben's after an actual goal in the final. That would be lovely, even though he's been involved in all of our attacks. And it's a beautiful left foot strike. He'll have it again. And Rudiger has had an absolute nightmare at the back. What has the German done tonight? It'll be the ultimate humiliation if they do go on to lose this one. As we have scored our third, it is Robben involved in two, scored one, and it's 3-0 to Groningen. How has this happened for Chelsea? Two deflections off Ake, off Rudiger, who isn't even facing the ball as he tries to get up. It's a one-time shot for Robben, who just buries those into the bottom left-hand corner. If he gets those opportunities, you know the 37-year-old is going to punish you. And at the Emirates, we go 3-0 to the good. It's Arjen Robben on the score sheet at last. Jorginho moving forward, making moves. The Italian rivaling on through, and Chelsea make the breakthrough. The Blues on the score sheet, and the Italian has no time to pick up the ball. He set it straight to the camera to celebrate. Robben could be the final piece of the jigsaw puzzle, that final icing on top of the cake. Boadu now inside to Robben again. Robben turns Nathan Ake, and what would have been a piece of individual brilliance, Kepa denies him. Robben making it through, 2-star weak foot. Never going to happen, but we might as well have a pop at the end of the match. It's Robben's first piece of European silverware since 2012 or 2013? I think it was 2013 when Bayern beat Borussia Dortmund in the Champions League final. He hasn't had a taste of European glory till now with his boyhood club in the Europa League, captaining in the squad to glory. He goes up to collect his medal and to lift the trophy at 37. Still proves the veterans got it in the locker. After a wonderful European campaign, he finishes off Season 2 on a double, the Dutch Cup, and now the Europa League to add to the collection. And how many trophies, how many celebrations has he had in his career? It's been an illustrious career, and we've ended it off in the perfect way possible. But these are unrivaled feelings and emotions displayed back against one of his former teams in Chelsea and in London at the Emirates. You couldn't write this stuff. It wasn't the worst case scenario, it wasn't the best case scenario, but it was a damn good scenario if I do say so myself. Robben gets a double, and at 37, we're going to give it one more go. Season 3, I want to see if he actually retires or if he just continues to keep decreasing. Let's see where Robben can take FC Groningen after 3 seasons. This is it, his final year, Season 3, and he's hanging up the boots officially this time. There's no more comeback after this. 38-year-old Arjen Robben, this is his last dance. How Groningen and Robben have ended off the third and final year. It's runners-up yet again in the Eredevise. No one is catching Ajax, and it's European qualification once more. I'd be surprised if the club actually get 3 years out of him in real life. The first time in this sim where we haven't reached the Dutch Cup final, it was an elimination in the semi-finals to AZ Alkmaar 3-2. In the UEFA Super Cup, they got absolutely smashed to Barcelona 4-1. A third place finish with 6 points, meaning that it was Europa League bound once more. Could we defend our Europa League title? No, it was Arsenal winning 1-0 against Villarreal, but in the round of 32, we got knocked out 4-1 on aggregate to the Rossoneri of Milan. As a captain holding up this season though, he's about to enter the retirement home, 38 now with a -2. I was expecting like him to be in his 70s by now. He's calling it quits. There's going to be no more comebacks. He was in excellent form this season, now dropped down to an 82 overall, still managed to maintain that quality, which is what we love about him, and he's backing it up with the performances, 22 goals and 10 assists, mirroring his stats, similar numbers from Season 1 if you don't remember, and 44 appearances, 32 goal contributions in 44 appearances is outstanding stuff, showcasing his world-class abilities to the world, and these are his final stats, everything getting downgraded besides a majority of his mental stats, attack positioning, and still a few dark greens in there like acceleration and jumping. This department always receiving downgrades, and it's across the board. I guess this career mode simulation hasn't been too harsh to him. It's still nerfing him accordingly, but it hasn't been way too drastic where we've seen massive drop-offs that are just totally unrealistic. He ends up somehow surpassing his value from last season by 46%. It's an increase in value, £19 million. His last professional season, that is it. We can't renew his contract. It's officially retirement for Robben. Oh, look at this. He even sent us a message, man. Boss, I'd love to be able to play part in the final home game so I can say say goodbye to the fans. I hope that will be possible. Oh, what a sweetheart, man. I'm about to shed a tear. I'm sure it was the last emotional goodbye, as he had the common courtesy to send us a little text, slide into the DMs, letting us know how he feels. As we're going to call it there for the Arjen Robben out of retirement career simulation challenge in FIFA 20 career mode. Hopefully you all did enjoy. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe down below if you're new. Of course, we're on that road to 100,000 subscribers before the end of 2020. Follow me on Twitter. All the social links will be linked in the description. Instagram, Discord, become a member. As always, appreciate all the love you guys shown. I've been Sir BCHD. Hopefully you have a great day. Stay safe and I'll catch you all in the very next video.